Hi everybody, this is Avrohom Czapnik from the Jewish Learning Exchange in Los Angeles. Hope you and yours are well. We must continue to pray for the situation in Israel, for Jews around the globe. The Almighty should help. People should be healed and people should be safe. This week's Torah portion is Parshat Tzav, the second portion in Chumash Vayikra, the book of Leviticus. It also has a special name, the Shabbos, called Shabbos Hagadol, the great Shabbos, the Shabbos before Pesach, Passover. In Shabbos Hagadol, in Parshat Tzav, we learn about one of the first tasks that the Kohen had to do in the morning was they had to take off, it's called the Trumas Hadesh, and they had to take off some ashes from the leftover ashes from the day before on the altar. And there are many lessons we can learn from this, but Rabbi Shapiro Zatzal has a beautiful, beautiful insight. He says the following: there's a fire beneath the ashes, and the ashes, you remove it, and now the fire can grow. And that represents us. We each have a spiritual soul inside with a fire that's there, regardless of what mistakes we've made. And the ashes represent the mistakes and the sins and the attitudes and the habits that block the fire. But we can, the Kohen taking off some of the ashes is a symbolic gesture for us to let us know that we can do what it takes to peel away the past mistakes and sins and habits and reveal the inner spark and let the fire emerge. And I've been privileged, thank God, for many years to be able to be involved with so many people who have done remarkable things, be it someone who wasn't even Jewish who converted, be it a person who was totally secular and became involved in Judaism and become fully observant, and all different shades in between. And it's very inspiring to see people that are so far away, or at least they thought they were, but then they get in touch with that inner spark and inner soul and reveal it and let it burn brightly. But there's another aspect that we should be aware of. There's an interesting halachic dilemma. All things being equal, let's say a person has $100 to give to charity. Should he give one check or $100 bill, or should he give 100 singles? And again, depending on the circumstances, obviously, but all things being equal, the Torah teaches us give $1 to 100 people. And the reason for that is you're training your spiritual muscles to become a giver. You're giving. Right? One check, $100, it's very nice. Then you move on. But one, give. So we can train ourselves and work to develop ourselves spiritually. Another thing is increasing Torah study. The inner light of the Torah inspires us and can help us grow. And growth can come about not only through perfect or even good circumstances. And I'd like to quote someone who I think it's a big inspiration. His name was Omer Shem Tov. He was a hostage in Gaza. And this is what he said, and I quote, "In the darkness of Gaza, I found the greatest light. Every night I spoke to God, not to ask for things, but to say, Abba, Father, how are you? Thank you for everything you have given me." He's in Gaza, and he's thanking God for everything he gave him. He was able to peel away his past, the mistakes, and in the worst circumstances, connect to God. And then he adds, if there's anything I missed from captivity, it's how close I felt to him. Very inspiring, very beautiful. And that's really a lesson for all of us, that, and Pesach is coming. Passover is not just a time where we can access freedom from external things, but Passover is a time where we can access internal freedom, where we break away some of the habits and behaviors and mistakes that we made in the past, so we can reveal that inner light and let it shine brightly and become a raging flame of inspiration and goodness and kindness, and to be a real light to the world through our personal growth and choices. May the Almighty help us that we have a very happy and healthy and kosher Passover, and may we learn the lesson of removing the ashes from our soul so that the inner light can be revealed, and may we shine it brightly in this very dark world. Amen. Have a wonderful Shabbos and a very happy and kosher Passover.